The importance of the environment and how it affects you in every way. What is the environment and how is it different than nature? The natural environment is typically thought of as being untouched by human hands. However, this does not mean that humans do not have an effect on it. In fact, one of the most significant impacts on ecosystems is caused by humans, namely pollution from factories and cities. And the change in the natural system causes a change in your life, both on the body and on the mind. Most people see climate change as just an environmental issue. The World Health Organization, however, considers it the biggest threat to health in the 21st century. Climate change affects our health in many ways. It can lead to an increased risk of chronic diseases, a decline in air quality caused by extreme weather patterns, and many more adverse effects. Impact on life: pollution from factories and cities, for example, has caused the extinction of many species. This can have a significant negative effect on both your body and mind. When pollution is present in your body, it can cause you to feel sick or experience other physical symptoms such as shortness of breath. It also has a tendency to make people less active and less motivated because they are constantly uncomfortable and have impaired judgment due to the toxins that they're breathing in. All. Pollution and mental illness: what's the connection? Pollution is a major problem in our world and it's getting worse. It has been linked to many health problems, including mental illness. The pollution we breathe, the pollution we drink, and the pollution we come into contact with on a daily basis can have an effect on our mental health. Pollution can cause depression, anxiety, and other mental illnesses. The connection between pollution and mental illness is not well understood, but mounting evidence is linking them together. Pollution can cause depression, anxiety, and other mental illnesses. The connection between pollution and mental illness is not well understood, but mounting evidence is linking them together. There are many ways that people can improve their mental health by reducing their exposure to pollution in the environment. Pollution can have an effect on our mental health. We need to reduce the amount of pollution that comes into contact with our bodies and the air we breathe. Some ways people can improve their mental health when exposed to pollution is by going for a walk outside, or taking a break from technology for an hour a day. Pollution can cause depression, anxiety, and other mental illnesses. The connection between pollution and mental illness is not well understood, but mounting evidence is linking them together. There are many ways that people can improve their mental health by reducing their exposure to pollution in the environment. Some ways people can improve their mental health by reducing their exposure to pollution in the environment is by going for a walk outside, or taking a break from technology for an hour a day. There are many ways that people can improve their mental health by reducing their exposure to pollution in the environment. Reduction of pollution can lead to feelings of psychological well-being and self-esteem. This is because there is less noise, fewer sources of dust, vapors, and other contaminants. Environmental pollution and physical illness: what's the connection? The World Health Organization defines vital global concerns such as air pollution and HIV/AIDS as silent pandemics. Professor David Schneier, epidemiology expert at Canada-based University of Saskatchewan Medical School, indicated that eventually, diseases caused by global warming will take away more lives than those coming from natural disasters, hurricanes and earthquakes combined. Global warming has been a silent pandemic, causing more deaths and health problems than natural disasters, hurricanes and earthquakes combined. Sadly, the world has neglected pollution danger, so people are unaware of this silent threat, but there are few strategies to adapting the natural environment, the implementation of which could reduce or avoid poisoning in citizens. Pollution is an obvious threat to our natural environment. It is a silent, invisible danger that has been neglected for decades. Scientists have predicted that by 2020, all surface water in the world will be polluted with plastic. There are few strategies to adapting the natural environment, the implementation of which could reduce or eliminate pollution. The implementation of large numbers of small greenhouses around the world would reduce the amount of energy used to produce food and also improve air quality. Greenhouse use is a low-carbon way to heat or cool homes. They are also great for conserving water, reducing stormwater runoff and treating wastewater. The world has neglected pollution danger, so people are unaware of this silent threat, but there are few strategies to adapting the natural environment, the implementation of which could reduce or avoid poisoning in citizens. Acknowledge that pollution is costing sick days. Product use caution: when stepping on mulch or graphite, grasses should be watered in low acidity water. Added air filters to home. Provide zone accessible for recreation. Update or improve biking area level to make it easy for biking. Pollution is costing Americans millions of sick days, and many don't know how to combat it. The EPA recommends setting up an air purifier in your home, and that you water your grass with low-acid water and wear a mask before stepping on mulch or graphite. Conclusion: how can we protect ourselves from the damaging effects of pollution? Pollution is a major problem in the world today. It is hard to avoid it, but there are ways to protect ourselves from its damaging effects. The first step is to reduce the amount of pollution we produce. This can be done by recycling, using eco-friendly products, and reducing our consumption of goods. The second step is to try and avoid as much polluted air as possible. This can be done by using masks that filter out pollution, staying indoors when air quality is poor, and staying away from busy streets when it's smoggy outside. The third step is to try and protect ourselves from toxic chemicals in our environment. This can be done by eating organic food which has less pesticides, drinking filtered water instead of tap water, and not smoking cigarettes or vaping because they contain harmful chemicals like nicotine or formaldehyde, which are linked with cancer and damage the lungs respectively. Reduce pollution. Avoid as much polluted air as possible. Protect ourselves from toxic chemicals. The fourth step would be to take care of our health so that we can better handle pollution. The last step to combating pollution is to take care of our health. Pollution can negatively affect our bodies and can lead to a host of health complications. By taking care of ourselves, we can better handle the effects of pollution on our organs and immune system. We would educate ourselves on the dangers of pollution. We would avoid polluting activities, like smoking and driving vehicles with a lot of miles period of time. We would take care of our health. We would take care of our health, so that we can better handle pollution if it happens. We would reduce the risk of developing a disease that is caused by pollution.